So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for their fullback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Showing it, 61, match box,
now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. All
right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Orbit. Defense wins championships, baby. Get wide.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Let's go, baby.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On play action, they'll throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Got some real estate inside the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Motion, 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 motion. Go!
This is Thomas, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hey. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
To the air, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. I know he ain't got it. Motion, motion, motion. 56, 56. 57's a Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay, and that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something? Teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They've got a third down and 5 to start things out.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, Echo. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Pass 85. Pass 85.
Now Allen. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Watch the block. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. All day. Hey, wahoo! 52's the mic, boys. 52. Watch the run. Mike 52. You ain't got nothing.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Geno Atkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. $21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Christian travel. Check out. Ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Mike 50 out. In your face. Yeah.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Second and 11. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Mike 50, Mike 50.
2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 34.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Defense, get out the field, defense. Hey, Mike 52.
From the 27, Allen. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Geno Atkins on the stop. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down.
Come get some. He don't want it. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. You don't want it? 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Let's put him on.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
It got his man complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 80 weapon. Check safety, check safety. Deep grip, deep grip.
Looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. 18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Second and 2. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Matt Milano leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Hey, Lobo. Hey, Haywood. Push him back. Like,
they're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That pass play good for 7, but it's still... Brings up a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They run for it with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run. Good stop, baby. That's a big stop. On 52. Hey, check.
On play action, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Alert! Hey. Go!
Allen off the play fake. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. This is caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
2nd and 3. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 3 yards out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Pass 85, pass 85. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check three, check three, check three. Shoot that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. Rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Half. 57. Mike, 57.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen now throwing on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
22-jet bomber. Go.
They'll set up to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. 20! A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards on the ground. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's first and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them first and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
57 to Mike. I got him.
And now they'll throw with Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Tyler Cross. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me.
Here's McCoy. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Bills are forced to settle for 3. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys. And he coughed it up. Well, I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
70, Indy.
On second down, here's Mixon. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Back to throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Yep. Alert. 3 down. Hey. Alert. Mike's 50,
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
And sure, you hate the end result being a sack, but my question is, why are you going play action on 3rd and long anyway? No defense is going to respect the run in that situation. They're headed straight for the quarterback.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
At the 16-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Change situation. Let's go. Hey, tight. 57.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
They run with Thomas. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd down, it's Thomas, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
I got it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch twist. Watch this.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll set up a throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. There. Hey, exit.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.